Lesson 134. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
Hi there. Ready to explore the true meaning of forgiveness and how it can lead to a happier, more peaceful life? Let's dive in. We often misunderstand forgiveness, seeing it as surrendering our right to anger, gifting someone undeservedly, or denying the truth. However, a slight shift in perspective can correct this. Forgiveness only applies to illusions, not reality. Truth is God's creation, and it needs no pardon. All truth belongs to God, reflects His laws, and radiates His love. Does this need pardon? How can we forgive the sinless? The main difficulty in understanding genuine forgiveness is that we believe we're pardoning the truth, not illusions. We may sometimes believe that forgiveness means ignoring the truth and making illusions seem real. This implies we still see sins as real and view forgiveness as deception. If sins are real, then forgiveness must be a lie. This perspective leads to the notion that sins cannot be forgiven and guilt is eternal. Those who believe they're forgiven feel judged twice, first by themselves for their perceived wrongs, and then again by those who forgive them. However, when we recognize sin as an illusion, forgiveness becomes easy and peaceful, a blessing for both giver and receiver. True forgiveness doesn't support illusions but gently exposes them to truth, causing them to vanish. It is the beacon of truth in a world of illusions. Forgiveness stands for truth amid the world's illusions, seeing their nothingness, regardless of the many forms in which they may appear. It looks on lies, but it is not deceived by them. It hears the guilt-ridden cries of the sinner and calmly tells them,
"My brother, what you think is not the truth."
Pardon's strength lies in its honesty, an honesty that sees illusions for what they are, and restores the simple truth by disregarding what isn't real. By its ability to ignore what isn't real, it opens up the path to truth, which has been blocked by dreams of guilt. Now we're free to follow the path our true forgiveness has cleared. For if one brother has received this gift from you, the door is open to you as well. In truth, it's very simple to find the door to true forgiveness. When you feel tempted to blame someone, don't dwell on their perceived sins. That would be just self-deception. Instead, ask yourself,
Would I accuse myself of doing this?
this helps us maintain a mind free of guilt and pain, as God intended it to be. Lies are what condemn. Innocence is the only thing there is. Forgiveness serves as a bridge between illusions and truth, guiding us from the hell of guilt to heaven's gates. All illusions of evil and hatred are silently brought to truth through forgiveness. We've been gently awakened from illusions, by understanding that what we thought we saw was never there. We don't need to fight to save ourselves, slay dragons, or build fortresses. We can shed the heavy and useless armor that chains our mind to fear and misery. Our steps are light, and as we move forward, we leave a star behind to show the way for those who come after us. Forgiveness is something that must be practiced, as its true meaning and laws are unfamiliar to the world. Yet, it has the power to align our minds with the reality within us. Let's practice true forgiveness today, not delaying our union with reality in freedom and peace. Our practice will help light the way for those who will follow us to the reality we share with them. To make this happen, twice today, let's devote 15 minutes to our practice periods. Let's connect to our inner guide, who understands the meaning of forgiveness and was sent to teach us. Let's ask him for help.
Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
Then choose one person, as your guide suggests, and think about their perceived sins, one by one, as they cross your mind. Don't dwell on any particular one, realize instead that you are using your brother's sins to save the world from all ideas of sin. Think about all the evil things you have thought about them and each time ask yourself,
Would I condemn myself for doing this?
this will release your brother from all the ideas of sin you had of them. And will free yourself as well. Practice with willingness and honesty, and you may start to feel lighter and with a deep sense of relief. For the rest of your practice period, try to experience the escape from all the heavy chains you wanted to put on your brother, but ended up putting on yourself. Today, let's practice forgiveness throughout the day, as there will be many times when we will forget the meaning of forgiveness and attack ourselves. When this happens, allow your mind to see beyond the illusion and tell yourself,
Let me perceive forgiveness as it is. Would I accuse myself of doing this? I will not lay this chain upon myself.
and in everything you do today, remember this.
No one is crucified alone, and yet no one can enter heaven by himself.
No one is crucified alone, and yet no one can enter heaven by himself.
No one is crucified alone, and yet no one can enter heaven by himself.
What do you think? Isn't it remarkable how true forgiveness can guide us towards peace and happiness? You're doing fantastic. See you tomorrow for another enlightening lesson.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.